Live. We're live. Come on in the room. Yes, yes. Another beautiful day here in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. And thank you for joining us today. We have a wonderful, wonderful show for you today. And before we get started, I'm your girl, Mickey, Queen Nomad, and we have the princess in the building, the one, the only, the talented, the amazing, the beautiful Miss Ayla the artist. How are you today?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm good. How are you? And whatnot.
Yes, yes, yes. We are here today, and we have actually reconnected with a good friend of ours. Family, she is family to us, and it's good to finally catch up with her and be able to talk to her today. Good morning. All right, all right. Come on in the building, Jacqueline. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Jacqueline over here, Jackie.
That's Jackie.
Yes. I'm gonna show her in 1 minute, sis. 1 minute. And we have Sharon Gooding is in the building. Shout out to you guys. Come on in the room. 17 people on here now. Come on in the room. Yes, yes, yes. So we have very educated, lovely, talented lady here with us today. She is again like family. She's also an educator, and she's good at what she does, and she's gonna tell you all about it. We're gonna talk to her on camera here, and you'll get to hear from her how things are in the UAE. So it's not just us saying certain things. You're gonna hear straight from her. She's been here for 9 years, from the US to the UAE. 9 years. That's a long time to live somewhere as an expat. Shout out to King Nomad, who is in the building. What's up? What's up? Shout out to my wonderful husband. What's up, handsome? How are you today? Love, love, love to you. And also shout out to Jerry. Barbara Asbury's in the building. All right. Yes. Shout out to you in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right. Let's get started. So once again, we bring to you the one, the only, the lovely, amazing, just our sister, and Miss Deidre. How are you today, love?
Hi, everyone. Hello,
Yes.
hello, hello.
Yes, it was so fantastic. Just I don't know why I thought she had gone back, but she did go to visit her family
I did.
in the US, so I thought she was still there. Lo and behold, she's here. And I'm like,
Damn.
I took a chance and dialed her old number that I had, and I'm like, I wonder if she's still here. And yes, she was. And I'm like, yes, okay. So we got a chance to kind of hook up today, hang out a little bit, and now we are going to jump into some questions and whatnot. So how have you been doing since we have, we left?
I've been doing great. I've been doing great. You know, as always, this place is wonderful. It's beautiful. It's the vacation country of the world.
It
And
is.
anything and everything that you want, you can get.
Yes.
It's available. It's possible.
All right.
And it's just good to be here.
All
It's
right.
good to be here.
And I'm loving this area here where you live here. And I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say where it is, but I just love the setup here. This is nice. We're sitting in the park, by the way. Let me show them what we're looking at. We're sitting in the park. Hold on. Yes, there's a nice little park for the children.
Yeah.
Yes, this
They
is
have
very
these all
lovely.
over the complex.
Very nice.
Usually
Very
every
nice.
little area. Probably
Yes, this is very nice.
there's a setup like this of buildings
Yes.
along the street and throughout the complex. So
Yes.
each little part of buildings have a playground, or they have a basketball court, or they have a
Yes.
tennis court located
So you
in
have
each
a
little.
pool too?
Yeah, oh yeah, we have a pool. We have
Wow.
a small mall with the grocery store.
Oh, wow.
There's restaurants on the top floor. There's 2 gyms, one at the bottom
Wow.
and one at the top
Wow.
in the mall complex.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
They used to have a daycare center here, but it closed during rough times, and it hasn't
Oh.
opened yet. So we're just
Working
waiting
on
to
that.
see. Yeah.
That's good. They've, putting in all of that already. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So you really have everything here you need. But we still kind of
Absolutely.
venture off, and there's so much to see and do here in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So besides this beautiful space where you live, so tell us what you do. What made you come to the UAE 9 years ago?
Uh,
Wow.
Well, I'm a special education teacher. Right now, I'm head of department at my school. I basically I basically work KG through fifth grade. It's my grade level in my school, and I kind of run the whole department, a special education department at that school.
Wow.
And I have 24 people that work under me, which is the
Wow.
IAs, or what we call life skill aids. In the And we have a special education teacher for each grade level. So from KG to fifth grade, there's a special education teacher, and then there's special ed aides that work with those teachers in each grade level.
Very interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, you in your elements.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
do that back home?
I did. I was a special education teacher at home. I
Okay.
had actually I worked in the field as a life skills aide for 3 years. I drove a special education school bus
Oh
for
wow.
2 years. I
Okay.
drove the general ed school bus for 5 years. And
Wow.
while I worked my way through school, and I became a special education teacher.
All
And so
right.
I was a licensed teacher a year before I came here to work.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right. So you had a year or so of experience in the
Yes.
U.S. and you got a great opportunity here in the UAE, and you've been here for
Absolutely.
9
For
years.
9 years.
What has that experience been like
Ah,
for you? Let me see. Let me get
yeah.
specific
Yeah.
for a little bit. So, did you suffer culture shock when you first got here? Think.
Absolutely.
Let's go all the way back 9 years.
Absolutely. Things were not the same as they are here now. When I first came, you have to remember that this country is a young country.
Yes.
This country is actually younger than I am.
Wow.
I'm 61. This country
You look
is
fantastic to
Thank
be
you.
six. Stop playing.
Thank
Stop
you.
playing.
Girl, about
You
to
look
be
good.
62.
You look
But anyway,
good. Wow, wow, wow.
thank you. But the country is 48, 49 years old.
Wow.
So you have to keep in mind
Right.
that education, education was never a priority at the time
Okay.
when this country was brought into, because they were still in tents. They were veterans.
Okay.
Veterans are people
Bedouin. Yeah,
Bedouins.
Bedouin.
Veterans. They lived in tents in the desert. So when they realized that they had this oil and they became rich, the sheikh at that time, he thought outside the box. He thought of this country being more than what it was. And
Nice.
so he set in motion, selling of the oils, setting this country up to where it can try and be self-sufficient on its own. So you have to remember that a lot of these people have never left the country before in their life. They've never experienced international living. To them, this country, like in America, some people have never been out of their state. This is
Yeah.
the same thing with a lot of these people.
Right.
So education is not one of the things that was first and foremost, but the sheikh, as time has gone on, realized that this country cannot survive without education, without educating its people.
Right.
And so they're making a push for better education and trying to get the people to understand that they cannot survive with being a part of the global world.
Yes, yes, yes. And so I also get the question of, is it safe? People always say that, and I'm
Oh my
like, so you tell them, so they won't believe me. Is it safe?
Safe is not even the word for it. It's tranquility.
Wow, tranquil. Yeah, it's just peace.
It's like I can walk off and leave my purse sitting on the table in the food court in the mall. I can come back and my purse is still sitting there.
Yeah.
When I say walk off, I mean like go and shop.
Yes.
And then come back. My purse is still there. Or if it's not there, it's at the counter. Somebody has it. And everything is in my purse.
Yes.
Nothing is missing.
Yes.
It's that type of, you can leave your car running and go into the grocery store and shop
Yes.
and come back
In
and
your
your
car.
car is still there. And I mean, with no doors locked, keys in the ignition, car running. Not a problem.
Yes.
Leave your purse on your seat in your car. Not a problem. Don't worry about locking your door. Don't worry about nobody
Hello.
breaking your window.
Hello.
It's right there. Here, the people, the children, just go where they want to go all through the night, all through the day. Nobody bothers children. Children are like what are they?
Well
They are
protected.
the most precious thing here in this country, and
That's right.
everybody protects children.
Children.
Everybody look out for the children.
Yes.
And I mean, they drop their kids off at the mall and go home or go wherever it is they're going and leave the kids there all day in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
It's that type of country.
Yes. And I guess I want to touch on that with leaving things in the mall. This one has done it more than once. She has left a device,
man.
a phone or something when we were
Yeah.
here before. And what happened? We went back,
Mm-hmm.
and did you find it?
It was there,
Every time.
safe and sound.
Every time.
Yeah.
Somebody
and
was there to
the
hand it.
purse thing was right. We were in the mall, and a lady actually did that. She got up, she left her purse on the table, got up, walked away, and went to the ATM or something, and went somewhere, and then came back. I was like, oh yeah. I forgot how safe it is here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
And I mean, even leaving my door open at night.
Yeah.
I've seen people go off for the weekend and forget to shut their door, and the door is just open. And usually, in my, the lady next door to me, she do it all the time. All the time she leave. I don't know what she be thinking. She leave her door open, and I know she leaves before I leave in the morning. And when I pass by her apartment, her door is like cracked where maybe she forgot to close it all the way or something. I just pull it closed and keep walking.
Yeah.
Our building always have security. There's always security walking around outside, inside. It's safe.
Nice.
I got pulled over by the police once here.
Uh-oh. How was that?
Well,
I know.
twice. The
Okay.
first time I got pulled over, I was like, what did I do? And so in my mind, I'm thinking, where's my license? Where's my insurance? I don't even know where my insurance is. This is a rental car. Do I have insurance? So I'm like all in panic mode. And so the policeman walks up and he's smiling. I've never seen such a beautiful man before in my life, but that's a whole nother story. So he walks up and he's smiling. He says, good morning, sister. And I said, good morning. Of course, I'm like scared and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And he's like, I just wanted to tell you, good morning, have an amazing day. And then he hands me a box, and it's like a little snack box with cookies and drinks and all candy and stuff. Have a great day today. And so he was like passing out gifts. And he's the happiness police.
Yes, I was telling a friend about that.
That's actually their name.
That is real.
The happiness police.
That is real. That is real. I was telling a friend about it. She said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I had to screenshot like images that I pulled from the news and show her the name, the writing on the trucks, on the SUVs, Happiness Police. And that is an
Happiness
actual
Police.
unit here in the police.
And they just
People don't
hand
realize
out
how
stuff.
safe and just like amazing it is here.
I got-
I'm like, what?
I got $1,000 once in Dubai. I was driving, and I had a couple of kids that I was watching for the spring break, and I was driving, and trying to find this location and stuff, and I'm normally driving, and so I pull up, and then as I pull into this space, this policeman pulls up besides me, and he was like, I need you to pull over here. And I was like, ugh. And I was like, and he talking rude to me. I was kind of shocked because that was just unusual here. And so I pull over, and then there's all these cameras and stuff. And the guy said, I need your driver's license and your insurance. And I pull it out. And I don't know if y'all ever seen the guy Khalil and his wife that be on YouTube. They
They're from
are
here?
very
Are they from here?
famous here.
Oh,
They are
really?
very, very famous here. And he was there, and they pulled me out because I used my blinkers to turn.
Ooh.
They had been following me for a while, and they said, we followed you all the way from wherever they followed me from. And you used your blinkers, you waited and you drove politely. And so we want to give you a gift for this. And they gave me 1,000 dirhams. They gave me another little gift thing, like an emergency pack for, like, if you have to pull over, you know, your car break down or something. It's like a little light and a stand and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, little emergency kit. Yeah.
Wow.
And they gave me a certificate. And they told me you are a safe driver. And I was like, okay. So I was using my turn signals. I was excited. So I had a whole $1,000 to spend for that spring break. I was just like, whoop whoop.
Now, if that's not safe, I'll take it.
$272.
And that is equivalent to almost $275 US.
Yes.
So they gave you that for
They
being
gave
a
me
safe
that
driver.
for being a safe driver.
You see what I'm saying?
And they
people
were
have
all
no
so nice.
clue about a clue.
Yeah.
And they say all these things that they hear in messy media. It's not even true. And it's like, I'm looking like, okay, if you want to believe that, enjoy that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, we have some comments. I've been missing you a lot. Oh, Laura, shout out to you. Mark, new expat living in Abu Dhabi. I previously lived in Kuwait for 4 years prior to coming here. So far, I love it here.
Oh.
Yes. Laura, good afternoon. Afia, the kind of thing I dream about. I always believe you, Mickey. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, love. And yeah, shout out to everybody who's tuning in. We got 76 people on here, 23 likes. Can you just tap the button a little bit? Just tap the button. The rest of you. Laura says, my daughter just moved to Dubai, and I told her to connect with you because I love you. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, tell her to hit us up on Instagram, unapologetic_Instagram in the DMs, okay? That'd be great. Keisha Matthews, hello, Nomads. What's up? And Miss Ayla's also in the building.
Why, hello there.
Yes. Yeah,
I am
her little
here.
new outfit on.
Yeah.
Trying to be cute.
Let me show y'all.
Trying to be cute.
I got a bell bottom. Y'all, and now I'm short, right? So normally, they too long. But now they're not.
Not the whole pose.
Yeah, she saw them pants, them jeans. They're so cute. The little kick flare, they're cute. But yeah, Ayla's here. And so back to what we were talking about, like, you know, sometimes it takes more than one voice to let you know what it really is. So definitely it is that kind of place. It is such
very
kind of
nice
place.
here.
Now, we're not saying it's totally perfect.
No
place on
not
earth
perfect.
is. But is it safe for our, you know, based on our standards? We are taken care of. We feel safe as adults. We feel safe for our children. And that's what matters. You know what I mean?
I think once you get just the basic living requirements met, everything else is negotiable.
Everything else.
So if your living arrangements are good, your safety is good, your food is good, your medical is good, everything else is negotiable.
Nice. And so what's your experience like now? You are now head of special education at your school. So what does your day look like? You don't have to say names or things. We want to keep your, privacy, the name of your school and all that stuff. We don't need all that. But like, what does your day look like? As head of special education.
Oh,
and congratulations, by the way. That was amazing.
Thank
That's
you,
amazing.
Thank you. My day starts at 7:15. So usually when I walk in the building, I go straight to a meeting just to report if there's any absences over the weekend that I know about, any parent changes, anything that needs to be reported that may include just keeping my bosses in the loop, keeping my VPs and my principal in the loop. I kind of like share things that, if I feel that may need some attention, like it may come back as I need to have this meeting with this parent who may not be quite happy, and I might need to include my VP or my principal. I like to keep them in the loop so that I have an idea of what I'm talking about. So I that's the first thing I do when I walk in the building. Usually I get there about 6:45.
Early riser, right.
So I get there. Well, I'm up every day at 4. You know how I do.
Early.
Yeah, so I get there about 6:45. I do my little meeting because they're there before me. So I don't know what time they get there. But I do my little meeting with them, update, and then I meet my team upstairs at 7:15.
Okay.
And so we have our little 15, 20-minute meeting. If I have any changes, if there's anybody absent, I relay who's going to be where, who's going to be doing what, who's covering who for the day. And then after that, my team is relieved. They go meet the students. I go and usually I go back to the boardroom, to the meeting with my principals or whatever, find out what they have on the agenda, if they have anything for me to do. And then from that point, I go to my office, I do the attendance. Then after all of that little stuff on the computer, then I go and I go to each pod, which is a group of grade level classrooms. And I'll go and visit every pod that I have students in that are on my special needs calendar.
Wow.
And so I take visits to the classroom. I
Right.
greet kids. I go greet my teachers, find out if anybody need anything. I cover. I go put out small fires in areas that usually that has nothing to do with me. But I go because I support the teachers as much as I can.
Nice.
And then depending, usually my Mondays are built on meetings with parents, pulling students, setting up documents for new students that may have come into the school, or students that have left the school and I need to send documents to the other school. So it kind of depends on my day, on what's happening in the building.
Nice, nice.
But usually I get about 10,000 steps plus a day.
All right, you get a lot of movement going on, a lot of
Yes, I
exercise.
do,
Nice.
yeah.
Shout out to Nuila Dixon, who's been a member on this channel for 17 months. Oh, Silver Nomad. Shout out to you and the fam. It was amazing meeting you. I can't wait to see you again. Shout out to Nuila Dixon and the fam for being a member for 17 months on the Unapologetic Nomad channel. Good morning, family. Always good to see you and always very informative. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and everybody who's tuned in. And Rudy, I see you. Okay, I see y'all in the new shout out to Rudy. And yes, so my husband just put the Instagram for the person that wanted to connect. You can actually check us out there. And also, so tell us the difference. Okay, where are you from in the U.S., if you don't mind? And what is the difference for you and where you teaching or doing what you do in your home state versus here? What would be the difference?
In Texas, in America, we already have like a setup of how special ed is supposed to go.
Okay.
We've got that No Child Left Behind. We have all of that already in place. Because this country is a new country, they're how I want to put it. They're
just starting out with it.
They're
how
just
long
started-
has that been here? That program.
I'm gonna say in the last, I'm gonna say in the last 5 years, they actually have starting to acknowledge these children.
Okay.
Because
You good?
excuse me,
Okay.
because these children were never acknowledged before.
Okay.
They were hidden away. They were ashamed of, they were ashamed to the family. A lot of the kids just were not totally acknowledged in school and as far as in the home. So now they're getting to where they're willing to acknowledge these children, educate these children, provide them with the help and the need that the help that they need. And so not all schools provide the type of education in the classroom, in the schools for these students. So here, at home, we have like the classroom for the student. In this country, they push the students in, regardless to their level, regardless to anything. They push in. They don't necessarily have a pull out for these students. So what we do is we go in and we give those students support in the classroom, and then we pull them out to give them the support that they need outside of the classroom, because most times they cannot achieve the curriculum that the classroom is providing. So we pull them out and we give them one-on-one or small group activities. We work with them on their curriculum. We're just now this year providing life skill goals for these students, because that was something that was not offered to these students as well. And so with the life skill goals, the program that I've set up at my school, it is starting to be used at other schools.
All right.
So I've actually done 2 trainings at the headquarters for other HODs to show them what my program is and how we're setting it up and how it benefits the students. We do have, those pushbacks of those parents who don't understand. A lot of the people here believe that because these students have disabilities, the way to help them is kind of to allow them not to have boundaries, not to give them the needed support that to be self-sufficient. So the pushback for me is I want to teach them how to be self-sufficient, because the parent is not going to always be here. And when you're gone, this prevents the student from most times from having to deal with any abuse, neglect, because they can do basic things for themselves. So I want to teach these life skills, and I want the other schools to take on this as well, so that they can provide the students with what they need.
Nice. And do all of your parents and students, is there like a language barrier? Do they speak English?
Definitely a language barrier. A lot of my students speak English, understand English, and my parents don't. So when we have meetings, I usually have a translator to come into the meetings. These flies out here are getting bad. This one here, I'm fighting.
I feel a breeze, but I don't know why he's over here.
Right. And so I have a translator who comes into all of my meetings with me, and to help translate so that the parents understand what the conversation is about, and so that I can understand what their needs are, because I'm always asking them, what do you want to see out of your student? What do what do you want to see from school, and what do you want to see at home? Because I can help you get those results. He's just bad.
This fly, now go.
Yeah. I can help with I can help get those students to provide to produce those same things at home as well as at school. So if we work together as a team, we can get the student where they need to be.
Nice. And that's great you have a translator to help out with that as well. Someone wants to know, S. Queen, Rob, where do secondary students typically transition to after high school?
Well,
they have high school? Okay.
We have high school.
Okay. That's right.
But they do have a program and I think these are just coming into availability here, where they go and they learn. From what I'm seeing, I don't have a lot of contact with the school, but I have seen them where they learn different job requirements, like they learn how to plant, do gardening, and they work with animals on the farm, because most families here in this country have a farm.
Yes.
And they have like camels or horses or whatever. So these kids can be a part of the home life as far as taking care of the farm or whatever.
Good.
So they are teaching them some things in this school, but I don't know exactly how much or what all they teach. The one thing about this country is everything is not connected when you're talking about support for children. And you've got this company doing this, and this company doing that, and this company's doing that. But they're not all under one heading to where everybody understands that this is the umbrella and everything else falls underneath it, so that everybody will have contact with everything. So hopefully in the coming years it'll get better. It'll get more organized, and companies will start reaching out and letting other places know, especially when it comes to schools, letting other schools know that they exist and these can be options for children.
Nice. So, this is great. And a lot of people are actually getting great information here. Good morning. I'm 61. I'm looking to become an expat. This is awesome. As Ms. Greta Cobb, thank you so much for checking us out. Shout out to Ms. Greta, DIY House and Farms. All right, thank you for tuning in again to us, family. Check them out, guys, on YouTube as well. It's the same name, DIY House and Farm. Shout out to you guys. I'm elated with what I am hearing. Wow, greetings, everyone. Shout out to you guys. And as my husband has put up here, the GoFundMe, you can actually donate to our channel. We are raising funds, as we are continuously doing, to take our channel to the next level. So if you are willing to donate, you can actually follow that link for the GoFundMe as well, so we can get equipment and the things that we need to take this to the next level. And we love creating content for you guys and doing what we do. So those of you who are willing, we really appreciate you. And those who've already given, we thank you so much. We love you. Is there a platform to teach on imagination? I'm not sure I get that.
That's a if
you
you're talking
understand
imagination, okay, so that's a concept I think that a lot of kids, it's hard for kids to grasp. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to get
the question. I don't know.
Yeah.
So teach on imagination. I guess I need a little bit more explanation for that question. I think that's a question. Afia sounds like a great place for an introvert too. It's an introvert. Well,
you don't have to be an introvert if you don't want to be.
It's
but
your choice.
I think I'm kind of borderline introvert, extrovert. I'm like on Fridays when I get in, usually I'm in the house and I don't leave until Monday when it's time for me to go to work. So, but there are times like yesterday I went and I met some friends and I had we had a paint party and food and drinks and stuff like that. So there's lots to do.
Okay.
You don't ever have to stay in the house. You can have something to do every day all day long. There's something to do.
Every day.
But if you're an introvert, you can always just be in your place.
Yes, it's your choice. Your choice. Nobody makes you do or do not do.
Yep.
You do what you do. Ms. Gray, okay, from a metaphysical standpoint, that would be something for you to kind of look into. I'm not sure if that is here or not. I can't say yes or no.
Yeah.
There again are expats here from all around the world, every continent. But there are people from, and like I said on the actually, I checked the statistics when I went home after we had that live yesterday, and actually the statistics have changed. As of 2022, people like us, the expats, we are 89% of the population of this country.
Absolutely.
And the locals are 11%. So that has changed since, we've gone and come back. So we are actually the majority of the population. So there's definitely room for so much more to happen, opportunities. And again, we will be having a webinar on November 6th about this, all the opportunities in different sectors and what you need in order to prepare and to, grab onto some of these opportunities. So we'll put that in the description for you as well. And so definitely. Oh, let's get into some other things too. I want to ask you. So somebody was asking, or they made a comment about driving.
Oh my God.
Somebody said, they don't let you drive. I'm like, okay, first of all, let me pan the area. Let me pan. Hold on. Do you see cars? I think you see cars, right? Okay. So most of the people that live here are what?
Expats.
They're expats. So somebody was like, they don't let you drive there.
Yeah, they let you drive.
They let you drive.
The point is, do you want to drive?
Do you want to drive? Now, how easy was it for you transitioning, from the U.S. with your license and getting a license here in the UAE?
I had, before I came, I went to triple A.
Oh.
And I got the international license, which is all you do is go in there and show them your driver's license. Then I think it was at that time $15.
Okay. 15, yeah.
Yeah, $15. You pay for your international license, and they give you your international license.
Yes.
And then you come here, and then you get your license, And the international license, you get all that translated.
Right.
So you have to go to a type-in center, and you pay for translation of your driver's license and stuff like that, and your international license. And it comes out on a piece of paper. They give it to you, and then you go to the driver's license place, and you show them that translation. You show them your international license, and then you pay your whatever it is that you pay, and then get your license. At that time, it was not that expensive.
No.
But I hear now it's different. I got my license for 10 years.
Mine too.
Yeah, okay.
I still have
so
mine.
now they've changed it.
Okay.
To now it's not 10 years. I think I heard them say it was 5 years.
Okay.
And now you have to go and take the driver's school and go through the driver's school and all this kind.
Even if you're
yeah,
from the US.
yeah, even if you're from the US, they said that
so
you
it
have to do
has
the driver's
changed.
license.
Okay.
thing.
So when I got mine, I took the eye test, paid my fee. They said, give us a few minutes. They printed my license out.
Right.
Yeah.
Give your license
But
right
here,
like that.
But saying that you can't drive is not true. You can.
Yeah, you can drive.
So the rules might have changed, but they follow the same traffic rules as we do in the U.S. They drive on the right side.
Only thing different is I've never drove the roundabout. So when I got
you don't
here,
like roundabouts?
I do not. It's a race for your life. It's a race for your life. I hate the roundabouts, but that was my first. Coming here was my first experience with the roundabout.
Okay.
And my first couple of months were horrors. I was just, it was horrible for me.
So the roundabout is like you go around a circle.
Yes,
you
and
get
you have
off
to
on
exit
one
at the right
this
road.
exit, or this exit, you have to get off. And
But
if you miss it, just keep going around.
You cannot get in that roundabout and poke around because you will get hit. You get in that roundabout and you go. You flee for your life.
You scared them. No, people drive
No,
fast. Some people.
They're fast.
They're
fast
They love
driving here,
fast.
but once you get used to the
flow of the
speed and the
traffic.
flow, you're fine.
Yeah.
But that was just my mindset when I got into the roundabout. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna hit me, because I don't drive fast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a granny driver.
Yeah, granny driver.
I'm a granny driver.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I'm a granny driver. So, I've almost got creamed several times. But it was my fault because I was not driving the speed of everybody else.
Oh, wow. Somebody wants to know how much is housing. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, housing, I don't know because I don't pay for housing.
Do we?
Matter of fact, this is the first, when I came here to Abu Dhabi, when I left LA and came here to Abu Dhabi, this is the first time I've actually had to pay bills. And it almost took me out. I was just like, what?
She said,
I got to pay
almost
lights?
took her out.
I got to pay water? Are you serious? I got to pay Wi-Fi? Are you serious? I didn't pay for anything. When I came here in 2020
Really?
to Abu Dhabi, I've never paid not one bill.
Before that?
Before that, I've never paid for
Wow, you got an
anything.
excellent contract.
I never paid for anything. Only thing I paid for was my cell phone and my rental car. And when I first got, I was just like, I can't believe you expect me to pay for electricity? Are you serious?
Oh,
So
wow.
it took me a minute. It took me about 3 or 4 months to get used to the fact that I had to pay bills.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, this is unreal. I feel persecuted.
So this is when you went from one. That's crazy. So this is when you went from one company or school to the next. So the contracts are different. What she's saying.
So when you go,
certain contracts are different.
when you change schools, you have to make sure you read your contracts because all contracts are not the same. And you have to, look and see what you have to pay because actually, when I found out I had to, when they sent me my offer, that's when I found out that I had to pay lights and water, and I sent it back, and I was like, oh, I didn't know I had to pay bills. I'm gonna need a little bit more cash because this is not gonna work for me. This is really not gonna work for me. I said, I feel like I'm not making no money. So I sent the contract back, and I was like, I honestly told him, look, if I got to pay bills, I need so and so, so and so, so and so.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I'm not.
So they
I
hook
have
you up.
responsibilities.
That's right.
And so there's the lady sent it back. She's like, well, how much are you looking? You're
right.
and I sent it back. I was like, I want so and so, so and so. And so she was like, okay, let me ask my boss. In about an hour, she sent it back. Okay.
She got what she wanted.
Yeah, because I was just like, oh my God, I'm weak. I don't know how this is supposed to work. I didn't know who to pay. I didn't know who to ask to get the lights on. I didn't know who to go to get the cable on because I had never done that before. And I
Wow.
was like, what do you need? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And I had to pay deposits. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I got to pay a deposit too?
So they got it straightened out.
They
right?
got it. They got it
No,
straight out.
that's
'cause
wonderful. Wow, you got what you
Yeah.
want. Got what you want.
I was-
negotiate. You negotiate.
I
you
was
know?
straight devastated. Still is.
Devastated. She said devastated. Devastated.
I
Now,
still am.
and in comparison to what we pay in the U.S., like,
Oh, it's
It's-
like $50 a month.
yeah, she was devastated over $50. Okay,
What?
so yeah,
$50. I mean, I ain't used to paying that. I feel like I'm throwing $50 away every month. So I'm still kind of like I
Yeah.
feel kind of salty about it.
this is awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So now, what kind of things do you do? Because I've been telling them there's so much to do. We have so
Oh,
much to
gosh.
explore and to see, even as a family. Is whatever. Take an Ayla to go do things. What kinds of things have you done that are really fun? Fun things that you do when you're not working.
Oh, when this
I mean, you
is
can
when my
pick and
introvert
choose.
kicks in. Watching TV. I watch all the American channels, so yeah. So, but when I want to get out the house, I meet up with friends. For me, I like doing things with close friends. I go to movies. I went to see The Woman King, amazing. I went to see Black Adam, man.
Okay.
But I go to the movies a lot. I go out to eat. I do.
Oh, you remember we went? I don't know if they still have that place. Remember we got together in Shawana's birthday, and it was shout out to you, by the way, Shawana. We love you.
We love you.
Miss you. I know she's mad. She's
Yeah,
like, I
she
left.
mad
you,
now.
You came back. Okay, I got you. So anyway, it was we did was it ceramic? We made those things. Were you with us?
Oh,
that was
yeah, in
ceramic,
Dubai.
ceramic. It's a restaurant / you have where you go select an item.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like pottery.
It's pottery.
And you make your own thing. It could
Yeah,
be
and
a mug,
you-
you design
and
it.
you do
and
everything. It was
that
so much
was
fun.
So amazing.
So
yeah.
there's so many things. You can go to the Louvre. You can go canoeing on the Louvre. You can go to the beaches. The beaches are amazing here. My favorite is going to the spa. The
All
spa
right.
the spa is like
That's a whole nother.
in America
thing.
you go and get your nails done and you're like in and out in like 30 minutes.
No.
Okay, here
No.
it's like an adventure.
Yes.
So when you go, I used to go on a Saturday at 10 a.m. when it opens, and I go get a hammam. I go get a Moroccan bath. I get an hour
Wow.
massage, and then I get my nails done and my feet done. I get a facial. That usually, by the time I finish all of that, it's like maybe 4 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
And I've had lunch, I've had tea, I've had coffee, I've had sodas, water. I've had
Yeah.
all of these things, and that's my me time. That's my.
Yes.
I don't usually go with anybody. That's my introvert time. I sleep on the
Yes.
table. I sleep in the hammam. I sleep getting my nails done.
Yes.
But it's the
I
best.
love it. I love
Yes,
it.
it's
Because
the
like
best.
you get like, would you like some tea or some coffee? You getting your nails done. I'm like,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you kidding? Yes,
Yes.
please. It's a whole experience. It's totally different.
It's definitely
and you get
customer service is their
A
thing.
plus.
It's
plus.
their
I
thing.
keep saying that customer
This country
service,
here is I can count
Baby.
on out of 9 years I can count on 3 fingers how many times I've had bad customer service
in 9 years.
in 9 years.
Coming from her, I didn't say it, and I keep saying it. Customer service is
And
amazing.
this was
Yeah.
the one time that really broke me was when we went to the West. And we
What West?
We went to the West to Raoul's. Is that the name of it? Out West.
Okay, it's far out.
Yeah,
we're talking
out
about
west.
here in the
Wait.
UAE. So you
Yeah,
got
in the
west,
UAE,
in
yeah,
the
you
UAE,
got-
it's out west.
There's a
It's-
emirate
This
that's
is a
way
very big
west
country. It's very big.
and
It's a lot of land.
pretty kind of like isolated.
Yes.
So there
I've
you
never
don't
been
have like a lot of malls. You have like a few stores, a couple of hotels. It's nothing like in the city when you come this way. And so it was a Best Western. We had gone there for an event.
Okay.
And so we got there and we went into the restaurant to have breakfast. And usually when you get there, you've got people that's just waiting on you. You just, before you can even think of something that you want, they already like, ma'am, do you need? So we got into the restaurant and I was like, okay, I need some coffee. So I was sitting there waiting for them to come for the coffee. And so finally I was just like, okay, let me call somebody over. So I called the guy over. And so the guy says, yes, he pointed over. He said the coffee and juices and the water and everything is over there. And I was like, I have to get it myself? I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I'm not going to ever come back to the West. I'm not coming back. I have to get up and walk across the restaurant and get my own stuff? Really? So that was one of my worst experience. Worst experience.
And that was the worst experience.
The worst
Walking
experience.
across the room.
I had to go get my own coffee and creamer and my own juice.
Yeah.
And it was just like too much. I was just like, I don't even want nothing to eat now.
That's funny. Yeah, just spoiled. But yeah, that's awesome. It's so great.
And this place will ruin you when you go home.
Yeah.
I want to speak on this. I'm so sorry.
It will
I
ruin
want to
you.
speak. It will ruin you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Growing up here, man, once you come here, there's no going back. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's like the quality of other places, like this, like a 5-star hotels here
It's different.
versus 5-star hotels everywhere else.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, a 5-star is really a 3.
Maybe two.
Maybe a
Maybe
2.
two.
Maybe a 2.
a two.
Maybe a 2.
Yeah, it's a 2.
And then the
Maybe a 2.
malls, that's
Yeah.
what. See, I know my standard of mall is very high. I blame here.
Yeah.
Because I go
blame it
other
on the
places
UAE.
and they'll have a mall and it'll be a shopping strip center. I'm like, a strip mall. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
What?
Is that the mall?
That ain't no mall.
Y'all
Like,
so-
what is that?
Y'all are hilarious.
And I'm
Y'all
like, what
hilarious.
is that?
It's
No,
got
it's
like 3 stores.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
it's, thank you. It has like 3 stores in it and you calling it a mall. And then going home, I remember this. We were living here and we visited in 2018. I'm trying to remember
ever
what.
wanna go
Because we were at this store. See, we don't have. Okay, in America we do have the automatic doors, but not everywhere. Like here, a lot of places have automatic open doors. I almost ran into a few doors.
Yep.
Because of that, I was like, I have to open it with my hand. I had a handle. I'm like,
Y'all just spoiled.
this is too much.
They want to get a close up of your nails either.
My nail. This my nails, y'all. This.
Yes.
Yeah, being
Yes.
here will spoil
And wait,
you.
shout out to Louise. Thank
Yeah,
you,
you'll get
Louise.
spoiled, yeah.
Love you. Thank you for the super. I think it was Louise, right? Let me make sure. Yes, Louise for the super sticker. Thank you, love. Thank you. Thank you. And somebody saying Google. Yeah, try Google if you want. You're not gonna get what we
Try
talking about.
I said Google
to
doesn't
look
work.
for jobs.
Yeah.
Google. Try.
No, you
You gonna get something else. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're gonna get looking on that. Not the same companies. I love to do that on OMG. Now that's activities. Absolutely, it's so much.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know where to begin.
It's too much.
a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I have to
It's
just
a
shut
lot.
it down because I'm
Yeah.
just like I can't do all this.
Nails on
But she say
point.
bougie.
They funny. They funny.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
funny.
over. I've
No,
realized
you're not-
that I'm way too bougie, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it when I actually go home.
Wow.
I went to a hotel at home, and I was just like, I don't even want to walk on this carpet.
Yeah.
Why? What is
Oh.
this? This is supposed to be like upscale room. I was so mad.
Oh wow.
I didn't even want to sleep on it. I was like, I don't even want to
I
sleep
get
on the
it.
bed.
I get it though, because once you have been introduced to quality of different level of things,
It's
it's
hard
hard
to
to
go back.
kind of you know
Yeah.
what you can compare it to, it's like it gets hard. It's hard.
I went
And you
to a
don't know
hotel,
until you know.
yeah.
You know, people
Right.
just saying it, but until you experience it yourself, you
Yeah.
won't really understand.
Yeah.
I went to a
Um,
hotel at home and I pulled up, because, when you pull up at a hotel
Yeah.
here, the people come out and get your bags, park your car and stuff.
Yeah.
I pulled up and the guy was just standing in the door looking at me and I'm looking at him. I'm like, why is he looking at me? And I'm looking at him. So I rolled my window down. He walks out. He said, yes. I said, I'm checking in. He said, okay, park your car over there. I was like,
How many stars was this?
oh, it was like 4.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God. I said, so I had to park my car. I said, who's going to get my bags?
You're funny.
I was like, who's going to get
Oh,
my bags?
my
I said, I
goodness.
can't. I can't do this.
Greta, can you share where to begin to look? So, Greta, we're having a webinar on November 6th. That is a lot of information. I can't do it in one sitting. I'm going to be honest. So that's why we're having it for people on November the 6th who are interested, and also different things you need to have ready, paperwork, all those different things. That's not just one 5-minute thing. It's things you need to know before you are to jump on any opportunity. So we got to share all that information with you on November the 6th.
Definitely get the information on contracts, because contracts can lock you into something.
Yes, you have to
and
know
it
what you're doing.
will-
You can't just be like, oh, let me look on.
Yeah.
No, I saw somebody
It's-
say Google.
It's not
you
like
won't
it
find
used to
something else
be,
on Google.
because they've gotten better at
Right.
managing their money. I'm not gonna say that they're being stingy. Because they've wasted, oh my God, so much money. But
Yeah.
they're getting better at managing their money and not really overpaying, overly doing.
right.
That's what I'm going to say. Overly doing more than what they should.
Nice.
Because when I first came, it was like I've never seen so much money wasted on the way they were doing things. They've become more efficient
Right.
and better money managers.
Right.
Better money managers. And you
Nice.
can't be mad at them because
Can't, hey. And somebody said once your mind expands, it's hard to
It's
go
hard to go
back to something
what
once
a
your
lot.
mind expands.
Exactly.
And you have to experience things to understand what we're talking about. But yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
hard to, so I don't, yeah. And then somebody says it's expensive here. Okay, expensive is based on how you choose to live.
Exactly.
Because you can find anything you want to find here. You
Yeah.
don't have to,
What are you willing to pay
what you
for?
willing to pay for something. You got 2-star, 3, 4, 5-star, hotels. If you want to, vacation, you have Airbnb. You have all these different
Yeah.
options if you want to come and take a
Yeah.
quick vacation.
Yeah.
I was looking up some things for a friend the other day, and she was shocked. She thought it was super, super expensive. No, I found a hotel apartment for her.
The best thing to do is
For
to plan.
under $1,000
Yeah.
for a family of 5. So no,
Yeah.
you plan. You can find anything
Better
you can
to
afford. It's just
plan.
don't live above your means. Live above.
Think about what you want to do.
Yeah.
If you're coming here to live, if your living space is where you want to spend your money,
Right.
then that's what you focus on.
Right.
But if you want to live in, if living spaces, some people like to travel, and it's more about where they live at. What their place have. Is it a place of luxury? It depends on what you want. For me, like when I travel, I don't go for the bulk of luxury. I want comfortable, but I look at location, because if I'm going to go out and sightsee, I need to be in a place where I'm not 20 miles outside of where I need to be at, and then I have to worry about getting a cab to where I'm going.
Right.
I'll spend all my money getting cabs.
Right.
I don't want to be where there's no restaurants in walking distance.
Right.
Then I have to be conscious of that. I want to be where I can ride the big red bus, which is the best transportation ever if you're traveling anywhere, because it's like the city travel bus. It goes everywhere. You buy a
Nice.
ticket for a couple of days and you hop on, hop off, and you go
Nice.
where you want to. I can hop on the city bus and on the Big Red and go to dinner or spend a day out, visiting places, and then I can come back home. So
Yeah.
it depends. I always try to make sure I'm on a bus route, especially like when I go to London. I make
Yeah.
sure I'm on the bus route. I make sure I'm close to the Big Red bus. I make sure
Right.
I'm close to places where I can walk to eat, or
Right.
close to a grocery store. I try to
Right.
make sure I've got a room that may have a small, a apartment that has a small kitchen. These things. If I don't have a place that have kitchen, I make
Right.
sure I have noodles in my suitcase, because I might, I pack for, I budget for how I want to do things. If I want to just, like go to Bangkok and I just want to see all the sights, I'm not gonna too much worry about eating in all the best places.
Right.
I might have one good meal a day, and I might eat noodles and cereal the rest of the time.
Hello, that's what I tell people. You budget for what you, like
Yeah.
she said, budget
Yeah.
for what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Whatever your number one goal is, that's what you're budgeting for. And you're making sure you have your money. If you're going to shop, you got your money to shop.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're doing everything
Then
else.
you budget yourself
Budget everything else.
in your living space
How is-
so that you can do that.
How is healthcare services? Excellent, good healthcare, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I think
I think it cost me. I had a minor surgery last year, and my surgery, my medication that I got for the whole year, my aftercare, all of that costed me $75 total. American
And this
$75.
was after your surgery?
This was my surgery.
Huh?
And my aftercare and all my medication for a year was $75.
I hope y'all believe me now.
It was $75.
$75.
That's
Yes.
all it cost me. My
Yes.
surgery and everything was $75.
$75. And I think some years ago, I don't know if it's still that way, there were people having the maternity, you get maternity, having babies, and they walk out without a bill.
Yeah. My friend just had a baby and she paid zero. She paid zero.
And she's from the U.S. Zero.
And
she's
she,
an expat.
Yeah,
Zero.
and she, all her aftercare, the baby's care, everything after, zero. And they get, on maternity, they get 8 weeks.
Okay.
8 weeks of maternity leave, and then they get 2 hours a day off to go home and take care of their babies. So you can have it in the mornings, in the midday, or at the end of the day. You can
Yes.
take those 2 hours to go home to take care of your kids.
Yes.
And I think you get that for a year.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, the insurance here is amazing. You get medical, dental, maternity. If you need that, that's included. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I respect. Nice. And yes, somebody asked the question about the webinar. It will include other industries. Yes. Outside of education, there are other sectors and companies that are looking for expats right now in 2022.
Yeah.
And we're not going to hold you too long. We just came on here to share with our sister. We just reconnected. It was so awesome. Finally seeing her today and hanging out.
Thank you for having me. This
Thank you
was
for
fun.
checking us out again. Check out the webinar November the 6th if you are interested. And my husband already put the link in the chat section. Also, if you feel it in your heart to give, we have a GoFundMe out there to kind of get better equipment. I'm still holding my phone right now, but that's all right. We got to make it do what it do. Yeah. So we're doing that. Try to get better equipment to give you better, better content. We love what we do. And Miss Ayla is over here. You got anything to say before we head out, baby girl? How was your experience yesterday at the mall? Your mall?
That was nice. That was a nice mall.
Did some shopping?
Yeah, we did some shopping. That's actually what I have on now. This shirt and these pants.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, give my baby a few things.
Yeah, because
a few things.
You gotta have when you're a nomad, you cannot be having no wardrobe. Sadly. So yeah, you gotta pack it down a few. That's why I know y'all was like, they wear the same thing. That's what it's like.
Gotta
to be
minimize the travel.
minimize
Minimize the
once
travel
it
like
takes
we
person.
travel. That's right.
But now we don't have to do that. for the
This
time
girl is
being.
the best. Yes, great information. Thanks so much for sharing. Thank you, Louise. Thank you again for the super stickers. Thank you to DIY House and Farm for sharing, joining us today. Shout out to King Nomad, who is in the building. Love you, love you. Can't wait to see you. Enjoy this live immensely, Afia. Thank you, sweetheart. Facts. All right. And who else we have? Jayla Ford, Travel Light and Save on landfill. That's right. And let's see, anybody else? Did we miss anybody? So everybody who's tuned in, Trina Weathersby, how much is the webinar? Go to the link. Go to the link. We're gonna put it in the chat for you guys, and you can check that out. And let's see. I think that was everyone, because we're not gonna hold you. We have to get off here. Have a few things to do, and yeah, we're gonna tune out. Check us out on unapologetic. Nomads.com. It's our website where the link for the webinar is there. Just click webinar. And also check us out on Instagram at unapologetic_nomads. Twitter, we are unapologetic in 03. And I am Mickey Baraka on Instagram, MICKIBAROCCA. Do you have a Instagram or something you want them to no? Okay, she good. She good. And Miss Ayla?
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at ALA_THE_artist. And if you want art, you may contact me on there for a price quote, depending on what you want. Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. And my husband is King Nomad _44 on Instagram. Thank you guys for tuning in. It has been wonderful. We want to thank you, sister, for sharing your time and information, and your,
Anytime.
you know, just giving us the truth of what it is, what it has been for 9 years.
Anytime.
And congratulations
Anytime.
again on your new job. Oh, look at the baby.
hey,
Hi,
Snuggles.
sweet, sweet. Oh, the baby.
Hi.
Look at the baby. She came to say hi to me. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Hi, darling.
She said, I want to sit.
She don't even
Come
want. She
on.
want to sit with us.
Come on, you can sit up here. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
sweet.
You want to sit?
Hi, love. She probably wants my phone. She wants my phone. I think that's so sweet. Hi, Mom. How are you? Yes. Hi, sweets. But yeah, we're gonna sign off here, and we're gonna check you out on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love you guys, and we are the unapologetic nomads, because we are unapologetically
Nomadic.
Oh, yes.
nomadic.
Nomadic.
Nomadic. Love you guys. Peace and love. See you on the next one. Bye.